Today we are going to be tapping on the limiting belief that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Hands up if you heard that a lot when you were growing up. Usually said with a sense of like unfairness, bitterness, envy. So I just want to look at this belief a little bit more and dismantle it through tapping, because if you believe this to be true and you are not already rich, then that must mean by default that you are poor and that you are therefore destined to be poor. And the problem is with holding on to this belief, and sometimes it might not even be at a conscious level, it's just that we've heard it so much when we were growing up, it's become part of our own core beliefs. But this can kind of play out in business by thinking that we don't have any control over our finances, or that you're either only rich or you're poor, you're either only really lucky or you're unlucky. And it really sort of encourages that negative thinking and that belief that the world is a really unfair place, that money is really scarce in the world, and that there's just no opportunities to change your life at all. So let's get rid of it. But before we do that, I just want you to kind of check in with yourself and measure the intensity of emotion when you think about that belief. So let's just bring that belief to mind. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Just close your eyes if you need to. And I want you to just measure how kind of emotionally activating that is for you. Like, does it make you feel a little bit emotionally triggered in some way? And we're going to measure that on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 is like that you really believe that belief to be true. You feel a deep sense of unfairness. You get kind of, you feel like heaviness in your chest or in your heart, or you feel tension in your throat. Down to a 0, which is, I don't believe that belief at all. Like, that is completely untrue. So just measure the intensity, write it down or make a mental note of it, because we're going to check in again at the end. Okay, let's get tapping. So take a couple of nice deep breaths. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And then just tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I've heard and believed the saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, I'm open to exploring this a little bit more today. Even though I do feel really upset when I think about the unfairness in the world. When it comes to money, wealth, and abundance. I accept the way I feel. Even though this belief has made me feel like there's not enough for me, there's not enough money for me, I choose to deeply and completely love, honour, and accept myself. And then up to the eyebrow point, you can tap on one side or both sides, it's entirely up to you. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Side of the eye. And I've heard this saying so many times. Under the eye. I've heard it a lot in my childhood, friends and family. Under the nose. And I've heard it a lot in adulthood. And maybe I've even said it myself. Oh, chakra. Chin point. And sometimes it does feel like it is really actually true. Collarbone point. Because all those billionaires just seem to keep getting more and more billions and millions, and trillions. Under the arm. And then what about all those people in the world that need help, that have nothing? Top of the head. And I just see all this stuff about rich people, filthy rich people, in the media, online. And it just makes me feel like everything is just so unfair. Eyebrow point. And when I hear this saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, it makes me feel like there isn't enough for me. Side of the eye. It makes me think, what is the point of trying? Because if I'm not already rich, then that must mean that I'm poor. Under the eye. And if I'm poor, then if I believe this saying, then I'm only going to get poorer. Under the nose. Oh, this belief. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I just need to ask myself if this is a belief that I want to have faith in. Chin point. Do I really want to feel this disempowered by this belief? By words? By a phrase? Collarbone point. And this phrase has been around for centuries. Passed down from generation to generation. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Under the arm. And whilst there might be some truths from that saying, sometimes it might be true. Sometimes maybe the rich do get richer. Sometimes maybe the poor do get poorer. There are also, top of the head, there are also many falsities. Eyebrow point. Okay, so if this saying were really true, 100% true, side of the eye, then what about people that created their wealth? Under the eye. What about poor people who became rich? Under the nose. Because if I believe that saying, then poor people would never become rich. Chin point. And if I believe that saying, then rich people would never become poor. Collarbone point. And yet I know this is not the truth. This is not reality. Under the arm. Many rich people have lost their wealth. Through bad decisions, bad luck, the economy, lots of reasons. Top of the head. Just as lots of poor people have created wealth, have created money and abundance. Eyebrow point. And maybe because I've held on to that limiting belief that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Side of the eye. Maybe because I believe that or have believed it, then that's what I put my awareness towards. That's what I notice. Under the eye. Because with that core belief, there's no doubt that I'm just going to look for the evidence to back it up. Under the nose. Aha, that proves me right. I knew it was true. The rich do get richer. The poor do get poorer. Chin point. But what if I looked for evidence that the opposite was true? Collarbone point. What if I say now to the universe, universe, show me evidence of self-made millionaires. Show me evidence of self-made wealth. Under the arm. Show me evidence of people that have made their own money. Top of the head. Then maybe that old belief wouldn't really stand up. Eyebrow point. Because the truth is, while there might be some unfairness in the world, I have control over whether I am fair. Side of the eye. I can control whether I'm a fair person. Whether I'm fair to my friends, my family, and the people that I know and associate with in my business. Under the eye. And whilst the truth is sometimes rich people do get richer, under the nose, I'm in control of my own finances. I don't suddenly relinquish control because I have this belief. I can control my finances. Chin point. And whilst I might not be rich or wildly abundant, I can manage my own money. It is possible for me to manage my own money. Collarbone point. And I can learn good money habits. Under the arm. I can learn from those people that created their own money. And I can also learn from the people that already had money that created more of it. Anyone can learn. I'm really good at learning. Just remind yourself of that. You can train your brain. Top of the head. And I choose now to just actively seek those people out. I'm going to spend some time just looking for those people so that I can dispel that myth even further. And choosing to build my confidence around financial matters, knowing that I'm in control. Okay, last round now, guys. So today I'd like to let go of the belief that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I'd like to let it go. Side of the eye. And I'd like to create a new reality of fairness, abundance, and opportunity. Under the eye. As I just look for the richness that's already in my life. Under the nose. Just noticing the abundance that's around me, expressing gratitude. Just being thankful for what I do have. Under the arm. Just trusting that there has always been, and there always will be, enough for me. Because otherwise I wouldn't be here. Top of the head. So just releasing that old belief that perpetuates scarcity, unfairness, lack. Just let it go. And you can just imagine that letting go. That breath of relief. And just looking forward to a new reality of fairness, abundance, and opportunity. Okay, so just stop tapping there. Just place both hands on your heart. Close your eyes for a minute. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I just want you to bring that new belief into your heart. Bring that new belief that there is fairness, abundance and opportunity in the world, and that you can create that in your own world, in your own corner of the world. And just let your heart smile at that thought. Okay, well done. So I just want you to check in again on that scale of intensity. How true is that belief that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? just seeing if that intensity has shifted down. And it doesn't matter if it hasn't, or if it's only come down by a little bit, you're still on the right path by doing this tapping. So just keep repeating it until this belief, this new belief around fairness, abundance and opportunity feels true for you. Thank you for tapping with me. Bye.